Hey, what it do? What the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on socials.
Absolutely. And I am Spike Lou on them same social sites. Holla at your boy AB. How you feel? Did we say RIP to Miss Wallace last week?
Man, we did not.
We get that in there?
We
Yeah,
did not.
RIP to Big's mom, man. That was disrespectful of us.
That was.
So
That's a
RIP
fact.
to Miss, I can't think of Valletta, whatever Wallace, but
Valetta.
RIP to her, man. Valletta. We need to
Yeah, that's
say
a
that, man.
Feeny and Valetta and Big and Pac gone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That ain't
That
nothing.
whole era's a rizap.
Absolutely, man.
What you got going, AB?
Hey man, we back outside. 70 degrees in the south.
79 tomorrow. Let's
That's
get it.
that's
Shout out to
crazy.
the New Yorkers listening to this. Shout out to Connecticut. All y'all states up there. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to Michigan. Listen,
Facts. Shout out to all of that.
it's 79 with a low of 39. Nigga, it should be and it more to be cold no more.
Come on, man. Facts. They have big ass jacket on and shit. That's crazy.
They be
I hope they
sweating by
don't fool us like we
lunch.
were saying, though. Facts. I hope they don't fool us and go back to 30 degrees next week. I hope it's here to stay. At least the 60s.
The facts.
I got a question
Listen,
for you before you start.
I'll talk to him.
You're gonna hate.
Oh shit.
These are the three biggest runs of our life in rap.
Okay.
Who had the biggest one?
Okay.
Kendrick, 50,
I'm out.
or Jeezy? Kendrick run this year, Jeezy run, or 50 run? You know it's Kendrick. He just wants you to say it.
Out
You
of
can't even
those
say it.
three, you're saying those are the
Those
top
are
three,
three
or those are
biggest.
just the options?
Them are the top three biggest runs we ever seen. Like from a rollout year basis. Yeah, Kendrick's year this year, 50 when he dropped Get Rich or Die
Nigga, we're
Trying,
2 months into the
and
year, first
and
off.
well, you last year, the whole year that he dominated your man's that
Oh
year.
my God.
And Jeezy Trap or Die, like I Am a Street Dream, Thug 101 era. That whole era.
Now Kendrick would be
Yeah,
bigger
gotta
than
give
those
it to
because
Kendrick.
those were well, I don't know about bigger than 50. 50 went 10 times platinum with that Get Rich or Die Trying.
Mm,
So that's when niggas had to actually put on clothes and go to the store and buy CDs. So I might have to
yeah,
go
yeah.
50 for that. And he also opened the door for his whole team. His whole team got plaques off of his bag too. Buck,
That's facts. That's
Game, and Banks
facts.
all got certified records, bro, off the back of that Get Rich or Die Trying. They made a movie after it, for Christ's sake. Ain't no
Facts.
Not Like Us
I
movie
put
coming out.
it might be. You don't know. Don't hold my man's like we might get the little short on YouTube.
I won't be
Only
there.
ones like almost in there is the T.I. when he dropped King and did ATL.
Same weekend. Yep.
And and
And Drake for the last 15 years. But other than that, though,
I don't know what you're talking about. And then Pac, All Eyes on Me run.
all eyes on me,
Like the
Machiavelli, the same
whole
year.
year. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Damn, that was
that's
close.
true. Don't do
Mm.
DMX any kind of way. Two number ones in the year, first rapper to do it.
That was yeah, I forgot about DMX. That might be up. That might be in the three over Jesus or 50.
And over Kendrick too.
Nah, 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 nah. We ain't doing that.
Y'all let us know, man, who had the biggest year in hip hop. Let us know, man. That's a good question, though. I like that. It's not Kendrick, so let us know who it is other than him.
Oh, it's
Uh
definitely Kendrick.
Speaking of Pac,
Definitely
though,
Kendrick.
his murder case is delayed due to new evidence, man. We're going to discuss, will this ever be solved? Does it need to be solved? The latest update on the Pac case. Also, J. Cole came out of hibernation, dropped a new record, and got into some beef unintentionally, but not with who you think it was. And then speaking of TDE and Kendrick, man, Reason, former TDE member, has some interesting claims about his pro Drake tweets. We're going to talk if we're believing what he is selling. But first and foremost, Diddy, your man, Puff, still locked up. For anybody that forgot, he's still behind bars currently, awaiting trial. He's got a big dog lawyer on his team. He's got a team. Let's be clear. One of the lawyers, Big Dog, has stepped away and said, "Yo, I'm out," citing reasons where he didn't want to be specific on. We can only imagine what that has to do or what that's in reference to. My question to you though, with one of the biggest lawyers on the team stepping away, do you see this as a big deal, little deal, or no deal for Puff right now?
Case starts in May. We are now in March, which gives him about 2 months to find another lawyer, get the other lawyer caught up to speed to replace this dude. I don't know why we quit. Like you said, we don't have those details. There's a lot of suspicion out there behind it. But yeah, man, this is a big deal. This is a big deal in the sense of how it looks from a public perspective. Puff is going to be in front of a jury, 12 of his peers, and they're going to be judging him. They seen in the news this week, your lawyer quit. We don't know why. We're going to suspect it's a reason that he can't win this case or he's seen something that he can't defend you for.
Yep.
Cause this dude don't usually lose. Like he one of them lawyers. Like nigga, I got the case, nigga. You coming home? And he looked at this and he like, nah, I got to back out, bro. So this is a big deal for Puff just being, and too, when you behind bars, like you don't have, Puff it might be different, but you don't really have the access to move around and like calls and vet people like you need to. This late in the thing, man, it's a huge deal in my opinion. What say you?
Yeah, the quote coming from the former lawyer was, although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to
Mm,
effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs.
under no
Um,
circumstances, it's crazy.
under no circumstances is that's crazy. Who the fuck knows what that's in reference to? Now, let's be clear. Puff got his own dream team over there in his corner. So losing one member, I don't know if that's totally the end of the road like that, but I'm gonna say it's a little deal simply because, like you said, the
Mm,
trial day starts in May 5th to be exact. The last thing you want right now, and that's crunch time, because that's gonna be here before we know it, because February just flew by. So
it's
May
crazy.
is gonna be here next week. And the last thing you want to have to do is, like you said, catch somebody up to speed or come in there shorthanded when your life on the line. You can them racketeering
Facts.
charges, nigga, is heavily looming over your shoulder, and I need my whole roster
Facts.
24/7 on it, nigga. And that bill is gonna be the bill, but get me the fuck out of here. And I'm hearing that motherfuckers is quitting and dipping in the fourth quarter. Nah, bro. Like I, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he done seen. What's worse than a
Hey,
thousand bottles of baby oil, dude? Like I don't. Because usually, man, look, when you take on it, when you're part of the defense, you don't probably seen some wild shit. You don't probably
yeah.
defended some interesting people, to say the least. So I don't know exactly what would make someone like this back out in the last minute. We'll never know. Shout out to a lawyer and client confidentiality, but this it's not a great look, but I don't think it's like the worst look though. It's a little deal for sure.
One would assume, I'm not a lawyer, but one would assume before you get a lawyer, they asked you to tell them what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that Puff told him, and he also had evidence that the police had coming from discovery.
Mm.
Thing is, as
And the
much
video.
evidence as they in the video. Thing is, as much evidence as they had, he may have just discovered something that he didn't know before he took this case.
Mm.
Like that could happen. So that could be a reason as he's going through the paperwork, like, oh nah, nigga, you didn't say nothing about this. Like you
Yeah.
you didn't tell me about this right here. So again, I don't know if that happened. A lawyer out there that's listening, if y'all want to correct me, feel free. But I'm assuming that Puff wasn't as upfront with him in the beginning when he was gathering information when he took this case, and then he sees what's in it. He's like, oh hell no, nigga, you're not
Yeah.
gonna hang me out here looking crazy.
Mm.
So I thoughts and prayers, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna look real crazy. Puff, when that trial set, they'll probably. I wonder if they're gonna have cameras, number one. But if they do, Puff probably gonna look crazy. He probably done gained about 20. Like he probably done
Facts.
aged 20
Hair,
years.
hair look, hair probably look crazy. No, he ain't
No
in there getting no
waves.
cuts.
Waves gone.
Man, Puff gonna be looking like Martin on the episode where the nigga had the dreads and the fro. Like on one,
He was in the cold.
he was in the coat. He was monk.
Hey man, it's gonna be rough, man.
Well, Puff
I,
out there
I
like
I ain't
that,
trying to make
man.
light of it, but Jesus,
Hey, man.
I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to that.
it's rough. Not at all. Speaking of cases, AB, another case that we didn't talk about much, but it's over now. ASAP Rocky, Rihanna's husband, for y'all that don't know,
They
he
married?
beats. They ain't married.
I don't know. He might be her wife.
That's funny. Jesus Christ. Look at the
Oh,
level of respect ASAP. Is it ASAP still? He didn't
yeah,
drop
he
that?
he
Didn't them
hold
niggas
on
drop that?
strong to that
He
ASAP.
the only ASAP nigga left. And he like, God damn. I thought them niggas gave that shit up.
Niggas gypped
Anyway,
ASAP.
fact, ASAP Rocky, he beats a shooting case when he was shooting at another ASAP nigga, ironically. And he also lands creative director at Ray-Ban.
Yeah.
From here on out, AB, do you see his star status growing off this?
Yeah, that's crazy that he landed that gig in the same week. He's actually got a really big year ahead of him.
Mm,
So he was facing 24 years, but he decided to take this to trial. 3 hours, 4 hours, they deliberated not guilty. He jumped over his reaction was hilarious though. Like he jumped over the little thing to hug Rihanna. That shit looked funny as fuck. But he's got a new album on the way. In March, he's headlining Rolling Loud. In May, he'll be at the
I don't
Met
believe that.
Gala. And in the summertime, he co-stars with Denzel Washington in Spike Lee new movie, Highest to Lowest.
I don't.
In addition to the album, in addition to being creative director at Ray-Ban, whatever that means, he finna have a Snoop year when he beat the case in '93 too. Hey, so Rocket finna be everywhere, nigga. Like, dude. And
That's
Rihanna claiming she made
crazy.
the studio too. If she come out with a single and put this nigga on it, we finna he finna be in the discussion for biggest year in hip hop to it. He finna be
Mm.
Kendrick, dude. He finna be MVP if all this shit line up. Don't let him have a hot song. This is lining up. If he can make some decent music, which I'd argue he's never been capable of, but that's just my opinion. If he can make like a little semi hit somehow, and then maybe get like a little Rihanna feature on his shit. Like he's got this bitch lined up to be a huge year because he's been ice cold leading up to this. So I'm gonna say yes, he's lining up 2025 looking good for ASAP Rocky. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about the world, but for him,
Mm.
it's looking bright.
Ice cold is an understatement. Like you say big year. I say like, where was this? Where has this nigga been? I would ask. But
Facts.
again, you and me, we not ASAP Rocky
Nah.
fans. I don't think I've ever heard an album. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I remember walking in dead in the studio one days and my young nigga Jalen, he was playing, and I was like, "Oh shit, who is this?" It was a decent song, like you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
He's like, "It's ASAP." And I was like, "No way!" I couldn't
ASAP
believe it.
who
I couldn't
though?
believe it. It was ASAP.
Uh,
Oh, you're right. It might have
see,
been Ferg.
it might have been anybody else other than him.
Oh, now that you mentioned it, I think it was Ferg.
See,
Oh, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if he's capable of make. Well, he might can make a good song. But everything that you saying line up, I didn't know it until you just said it. I don't believe it. I need to see it play out and see if he gonna capitalize off this, or if Ray Ban gonna be like, "Oh, you ain't who we thought you was." But also, he can play this Rihanna thing. He can take the Jay-Z route and like, y'all know who my wife is, and get
true.
even bigger than he was from his rap career. So I wouldn't argue that this probably could be his best year professionally. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm listen, he needs it. Like you said, ice cold. I was being nice.
Nigga,
I
frozen
can't tell you the
food,
last
man.
ASAP Rocky song that rung off anywhere. And like you said, and the click ain't even there no more. They done disbanded. Nigga, he ain't even ASAP Ferg no more. It's just Ferg. Like we ain't seen them together in a minute. He on trial against the other ASAP nigga. Man, it's getting ugly. First the Fat Boys break up, and every day I wake up, dude. So ASAP Rocky, salute to him. The new album, if he can capitalize off this, like do what Jello couldn't do, which was capitalize off his moment.
Mm.
ASAP Rocky can he play these cards right? This is a layup to have his best year ever in rap. It's not even close. He got matter of fact, I might do a video on that. You know, you might have just inspired me because he make 3 or 4 plays and he could be set for 2025, and then we'll go back to forgetting about him in 2026.
Mm. No, will we? It's Rihanna's
Maybe.
wife or husband or whatever you say. Are they married?
Well,
Well, this is a baby daddy. They
yeah, they
not
just I mean
married.
they just
Okay.
they together.
That nigga bullshitting.
I would
He
have goddamn, I would have creased the hell
bullshit.
out of my white Air Force Ones on one knee, dude. What are you talking about? Lock
You
that
even
on
put
up
two up in her, you got to lock it on down, buddy. I was like, what you do? Jeez.
and put a third in there while we at it.
Man, nigga, what? That's gonna be the con. Like, soon as she tell me, I'm dropping down. I'm putting that third one in her and marrying her the same day.
At the same
We ain't
time,
finna play nothing. We ain't finna play no games, dude. Serious? Rihanna, nigga, we taking her off the market. That's funny.
Hey, no, but I will say he needed this year because Drake cleaned him up in like 4 bars
Mm.
last year and made him look. He jumped in that like an asshole and got cleaned up, and so that's behind him. Now you
Was they
move.
beef about Riri? Is
You
that
say
what it was
who?
about? Was they beef about Rihanna?
Oh, we don't know. I don't know. He just jumped into Kendrick and he jumped on Future album and had some words, and it's just like, okay, I don't. It was a 20v1, man, and my guy survived. He won the whole beef, but
God, here we go with this bullshit.
we had losers jumping in, throwing their 2 cents in and shit.
God.
Facts, no lies told. Next up, man,
Mm-mm.
speaking of TDE, the former powerhouse West Coast label, they lost a big
Former
dog,
powerhouse.
man.
Crazy.
Reason, one of my favorite artists on TDE, of course, left the label last year. There was a bunch of, if y'all remember, and we talked about it on here, there was like a live stream where he and Musa, the son of Top, got into it. It was very weird how it played out. Didn't seem very family oriented. Didn't seem like that
Yeah.
type of situation, which was strange for TDE because they usually keep things low key. But Reason, of course, has since left the label, and during the beef with Kendrick and Drake, was tweeting pro Drake tweets. A lot of people found that interesting. Now, Reason was just on Bootleg Kev show, and he claimed that he did that on purpose. He was trying to force TDE's hand because he wanted off the label, and he thought tweeting good things about Drake would speed up the process. Uh, are you biting that, and do you think that was a good strategy?
They released him, didn't
They
they? They
did.
did release him.
Yeah.
Um, that may have happened that way, but I think that he is, and Reason's a smart dude. I like his music, like you said too. I think he's a good artist. But bruh, delusional if he think this is tweeting Drake shit is what got him dropped. Like me and you've been saying it since he had the conversation with Top Son, like the real weird ass conversation. But like when your label boss son is asking you or asking people, do they know 10 of your songs? You was already out the door anyway, bro. Like it was just some contract shit that had to be figured out, my nigga. You
Facts.
never had a chance. You could have thought to make yourself feel better that I'm gonna tweet this Drake shit and be a petty nigga and they'll release me, but nah, bro, it didn't speed up no process. It didn't do any of those things. I mean, you was already on the way out the door. Like this, trying to make himself sound a little smarter than what he is. I'll say that. I just don't think
Mm.
that it happened that way. I think TDE is smarter than that.
Yeah,
Yes.
he mentioned that he was unhappy. A lot of songs. He had a really good conversation on Bootleg Kev, man. Y'all check that out if y'all give a shit. But he was talking about how now being independent, this is the first time in his life that he hasn't had to wait months and sometimes over a year to put out a new song. He said any song that you ever heard him release from TDE, like a single, it was over a year old. And that is because he had to wait on them to give the green light and he was super tired of that shit. He was trying to get off the label. You could tell that maybe the current administration at the label wasn't the people that hired him. We talked about that before. It kind of reminded you of like a GM when a new GM gets hired in the league and the
Hmm.
coach and all the players that was drafted before you stepped in. Yeah, I ain't draft y'all niggas and I didn't hire you, coach. So the prior administration kind of had him in there, and so it looked like they weren't really fucking with him to begin with. And I'm sure he felt that if didn't explicitly already know that. He probably had been told that. So I get the strategy, right? You got to. It's just like it ain't no different from the locks. The locks had a whole free locks campaign back in the day, dude. Had the big ass T-shirts to go with it, dude. They were trying to apply pressure. We knew what it was then because they did it publicly. He apparently thinks he was slick. Did it speed up the process? I don't know, but he got the result he was looking for, which was he got off the label. So I guess it worked, and I guess I'm believing it. At least according to him, it worked because he did get released. So
Here's why it's a bad strategy.
mm,
Reason is a really good artist. His
yeah,
albums are good.
I agreed.
No one at TDE put out songs in months. Like, and what I mean, not in months. And what I'm meaning when I say that is they don't have that quick of a turnaround. SZA was beefing with them niggas because they're taking too long on her shit. We
Facts.
seen how long it took for Schoolboy Q that next album to come out. We still ain't heard from J Rock. The nigga had a Grammy nomination and we ain't heard from him in years.
He had a single almost a year and a half ago, 2 years, supposed to be rolling out his project, but we don't know what happened.
So the reason that I said again, not trying to diss him, that I think he thinks he's smarter than what he is that wasn't the place for you anyway, and they realized that. Now you trying to make it like it's some Drake shit or like you was doing these tweets and you this mastermind, bro. You just looking lame out here, bro. Like you
Yep.
like the you have a fan base. It's people that fuck with you. If you're gonna put out music like you want to now on a monthly basis, but just leave all this shit behind you and put the fucking music out, my nigga. Like we don't like nobody's gonna respect you more because you outsmarted TDE and tweeted positive things about Drake. If anything, you burning bridges, bro. Leave
Mm.
quietly, nigga. Get that shit figured out with your lawyers, and then put the music out like you wanted to. I know in an interview you're supposed to, do whatever it is you do to garner up interest for that interview, but I just think this was dumb. Like this wasn't well thought out as he thought it was.
Listen, I'm with you. He does need to put it behind him, but let's be honest, when he does these promo tours or when he goes on a radio show, they're gonna ask him
They
about the
gonna ask him.
TDE situation. They're gonna ask him about the odd ass bickering on the live stream. Like all of that it's bound to happen. Hell, they asked him about it when he was promoting his album, when that shit was going on. So listen, I'm a Reason fan. I thought that Porches album was fire.
It
I hope
was.
he does well. For some reason, he keeps wanting to collab with no names over at Dreamville. I wish he would stop. Like, bro, just do you lock in with one producer and take the Bodie James route, take the Larry June route,
Mm,
take the Currency route. Watch what they did
mm.
and cut, copy, and paste, dude. Stop collabing
and
with
and
Cos and
he
Boz and shit.
could do that. He could do that, like you said, and get that cult following fan base where I don't even got to get mainstream. I just got this rolling. But trying to insert yourself in this Drake shit is just nasty. Like, it's just like you said, he's gonna get those questions. Answer him like what he just said. They didn't put music out frequently enough for me. I wasn't sitting well with that. Me and management didn't wasn't on the same page. I put like you seem like more of a big dog. He was like, I got my team on it. My team got me out of there and
That's
got
true.
me released, and then boom, we moving. Not I manipulated the system and tweeted about Drake. Like, shut up, bro. I want to hear that shit, nigga.
We playing chess, nigga. Let's go, Reason.
Fuck out of nigga out here playing Connect Four. Nigga playing Connect Four, acting like he a mastermind, nigga. All right, man. What we got next is J. Cole, AB. He dropped a brand new single, Clouds.
Yep.
Put it up on his blog, continuing the trend of not dropping shit on streaming services when it first comes out, which is weird and irritating to me, but I guess. He put that song out, and somewhere off the top rope, yo boy, Freddie Gibbs came in and inserted himself into this rollout. I'm not sure what happened. I need to hear from you, Freddie Gibbs. You were one of the three people that follow Freddie Gibbs and know what's going on in his world. So shout out to you and Rich. But I want to know what the beef is about and are you here for it? And you said it's this weird thing about Gibbs having a better catalog. To
Yeah,
you say
because
what?
so Gibbs put on he hopped on Instagram and basically said, bro, you can't be on here talking greasy about being the coldest rap nigga and nobody want to see you and you backed out of the Kendrick beef. He also had a line about this on his last album that he came out with, Gibbs that is, alluding to the same thing. And so that led Twitter to debate A, did he have a point? And B, low key, Freddie Gibbs might have a better catalog than J. Cole. People started talking that. People started talking bar for bar, who's better, and then who's got the better catalog. So I think this is actually a evenly well, actually, I think J. Cole's a better rapper. I think J. Cole's one of the best rappers out here, period. I do. But Freddie Gibbs is nice too.
Hmm.
So this would be entertaining if they were to entertain it. And Gibbs is coming off a fire ass album. I had it top three. I might have had it as my best album last year. And
Mm,
Cole is coming off dropping some okay and backing out of the beef or whatever the case. But the Cloud song I thought was pretty good. The second verse was insane. He was rapping his ass off.
hmm.
I need people to be okay with rappers talking their shit even if they lose a battle or if they, in this instance, back out of a battle. It's no different than somebody losing the championship, bro, and come back next year and dunking on somebody and still pounding their chest. Nobody comes out and goes, "You can't pound your chest. You lost the chip last year." Nobody says that. It's a new season. So
Mm.
all you got to do is what happens, happens. It's over with. We're not going to keep talking about that. Jay-Z lost the beef and still turned out to be the GOAT, still did what he did. Nobody reminded him of it every time he talked shit on record. And Jay-Z didn't stop talking shit. So it doesn't have Drake didn't stop talking shit when he lost to Pusha T. And nobody gave a shit, dude. No, we you can't keep saying that every single time a nigga give you a fantastic 16 and you bringing up the beef from 4 years ago. Like that's corny, it's old, it's stupid. Do you want good music or do you want the salacious shit? You just want to keep talking about the old stuff. Like that's whack. But if somebody's gonna call him out on it, I would rather another lyricist do it, and then we'll see where it go from there. So I think Freddie Gibbs is qualified. I don't think he's as good as Cole, but I think his discography might be better though.
Freddie Gibbs is a lyricist?
Yeah, for sure. You need to listen some more. What are you talking about? Are you
Uh,
serious?
no, no, thank you.
Take
Um,
that riding dirty out of your 6 CD disc changer, dude, and put
hey,
some new shit
I was
in.
listening to that today,
I
nigga. I don't know.
know.
Wait, I was listening to that
And
today.
yesterday and last week, dude. Play some new
Oh
shit.
shit! All J. Cole got to do is on one of his rap bars be like, "Do y'all see what happened to this nigga Drake? I made the right decision. I could be laying right next to him in the cemetery, dude." So that could be a line that he wants to use if he was wanting to go there. But I kind of agree with you, even though I'm not a Gibbs fan at all. I don't like how petty he is, and we've seen how him inserting himself into situations has like did it backfired on him in the past. Not saying that J. Cole gonna send the niggas to jump him in the wing spot like
Right.
has happened to him before. But I can rap, my nigga, and I hear you out here rapping like that, and I personally feel like I can say something about it. What you said was true. He is qualified. I don't listen to Gibbs again. I'll keep saying that, so I don't know about his catalog. I know he got some banging albums. I don't know if he got a 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I know y'all might argue Pinata or some shit like that or whatever
Facts.
it's
And
called.
Alfredo.
Uh, whatever, spaghetti, whatever, whatever the name of the album is. But you know what? I think this is a thing, and this is a situation that Cole needed. Like, if in my opinion, Gibbs has done him a favor. Now, will it be an easy victory? No. But I gotta smoke this nigga. I gotta let people know. I gotta let people know that y'all all have me fucked up because even y'all showing this admiration for Freddie Gibbs, so he is a worthy opponent. You can't go that route if you J. Cole and be like, I ain't this and that with that nigga. Now we're not doing that. And y'all still barking at me for backing out of that. You can play to the point of we seen what happened with it. I didn't want to go down that route. And from both ends, I heard this on another broadcast when they were saying like J. Cole, not only did he not want to be Drake, he didn't want to be Kendrick. J. Cole ain't trying to go to the Super Bowl and do pop-out shows and the
Right.
Grammy. Like that ain't J. Cole. We know that. We've heard him say that. You listen to the podcast. So
Yeah.
he didn't want to be either one of those. That's a new feather in his cap that he can play now. Be like, when I said I didn't want to do this, it wasn't because I didn't want to smoke. It's like I'm not in the industry like y'all niggas is. And even
Mm.
Kendrick say that, but we see the year that he's had. This nigga performed at the Super Bowl. J. Cole, from a business standpoint, maybe if they called and asked him, which they
Maybe.
wouldn't, he may do it, but he would
Yeah.
be one of them niggas that turn the Super Bowl down. I think this is a perfect opportunity for him to get that off his jacket and I go all in a World War III with Gibbs. Nigga, you gonna learn today, buddy. I promise you that. So yeah, I think Cole got an opportunity here.
Could that backfire though, where they be like, "Ah, you were scared of Kendrick, but you went at Gibbs"? Because niggas gonna say that too.
And I will respond. Did you see what happened?
That's
I
not.
I did. It's gonna risk Drake friendship with you, but hey, like nigga, I wasn't trying to. And no, he can explain it just like I did too. He can explain it like I wasn't trying to go that route that Kendrick route with putting all that work in or energy toward this beef, and I wasn't trying to go the route what Drake took, where his reputation took a bit of a hit. He's still Drake, yes, we know, but his reputation did take a hit. The nigga been performing in Australia for the last 3 months. Like, come on, how far away from the U.S. do you got to go, bro? So yeah, he can. And J. Cole is smart enough to explain it that way. So yeah, like I'm jumping in head first if I'm pause if I'm J. Cole.
Yeah. I would sign up for this though. I don't need like 4 and 5. So I don't need all
Nah,
that, and I don't think that's what Cole would sign up for. Like he
mm,
wasn't here for that. I'll give Kendrick and Drake credit. Them niggas went in. Like we ain't never seen
yeah,
niggas go song, 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 song. Like damn, like these niggas was pinched a tit in the studio, and we're both with it. We have never
yeah,
seen that, and you got to be up for that. Honestly, you got to really give a
facts.
shit.
And I think that he knew that. Like we can look back on it now, like hindsight is 2020. Not forgiving him for doing it, but like J. Cole not gonna do that, bro. So like, I'm sorry, bro. He not dropping meet the grams right after watching them such
Yeah.
come out on the same day and studying and like he not doing that, bro. He care about rap. He don't care about the rest of these niggas and shit. He said that over and over. So like, yeah, like nah, he wasn't here for that. He ain't built for that. And I ain't saying it in a bad way at all.
Right, right, right. He just ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, he not doing that, bro.
Next up, man, we have
And they got
breaking
10,
news.
and they got 10 mid artists he trying to push. Like a fucking
Man, listen,
they trying to make his money back off them niggas.
it's gonna take
Ain't
30
got
years to
time.
make his money back off Dreamville.
I ain't got time to rap with you niggas.
That's why
Oh,
Ari Lennox don't be getting bread.
shit.
She the only one bringing in some paper.
Facts. And she trying to leave.
What I'm saying. She
That's
was just
funny.
down here too. She performed at like a little restaurant. Like a,
I'll see.
I swear, it was like a little R&B
No
Thursdays
way.
type thing. I was like, damn,
She was at Apache Cafe. That's
it was like one of them
crazy.
type things, bro. I was like, and they were
Cause
taxing.
she had a spoken word artist came on after her. Next, my man for the that was Ari Lennox, ladies and gentlemen. Next, my man for the come read this poem.
I was like,
And
damn,
after that, we
Ari,
got a freestyle by your local artist.
man, she too good
Oh
for that
shit.
shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, man.
Um, but next up, man, we got breaking news in the 1996 shooting death of Tupac Shakur.
That's
It's
crazy.
2025, people. Of course, y'all know Keefe D is set. He's in court. Well, he's in jail right now, awaiting trial as he is the murder suspect now. Keefe D, y'all, he infamously went on Art of Dialogue, and wrote a book about his involvement in the murder. He claims that he was one of the people in the car that shot Pac, but he claims he was not the gunman. Uh, well, they found evidence that said otherwise, and so he's been locked up. His trial was set for next month. It has been pushed back to 2026. I know he's hot about that. But his lawyers claim that they have found evidence to prove that it's not him. What are your thoughts on this new breaking new evidence that's 30 years old?
Bruh, breaking evidence in this case, this like 30 years later is insane. How could they not find the person? They said it's somebody else. They have a person that could prove that he wasn't there, that they didn't find in the previous investigation or in the 30 years since this happened. So now we get closer to trial and people are thinking that they're going to figure out what's happening and you pushing it back. This shit has been weird from the jump.
Yeah,
We've been around for it. Some people who listen to us may not have been around with this, but this is just another tier to this. It's like, what the fuck happened? And I don't think we will never know truly what happened with this. Even if it might get killed in jail. Now that I'm thinking about it, like he might get killed in jail before the trial even starts.
yeah.
So nah, this is wild. Having new evidence 30 years later is wild. I don't think we'll ever get this off.
I mean, I think it's been solved. And somebody from LA, please let me know. But this one of them biggest,
Oh, you talking about the what you call it?
yeah, this one of the most known kind of like everybody know, but it's not just official. Is people act like they don't know, but everybody know that it was supposed to be Orlando Anderson. That's what everybody is saying. Like, bro, like why are we still talking about this? Even the police dude kind of pieced it together several years ago, but he did use Keefe D's testimony, so take that for whatever it's worth. He could have been saving his own ass for all we know. It was four people in the whip, and he's the last survivor. So he can say
Mm,
he can make himself look like the hero, just like anybody else would, to cover their own ass, and if possible, get a check out of it too. That's why he wrote the book. So
mm.
if anybody wants to read the book, it's called Compton Street Legend. It's his memoir. If you're interested to see what exactly he said happened, or you can watch the Murder Rap documentary, which I believe is on YouTube and probably Tubi, but it's actually pretty good. It's worth watching it. Your boy Greg Kading, the police dude, claims he solved both cases or whatever. So I
He
I think
solved
it's
the big
already been
case too.
solved, just unofficially, honestly.
He solved the big case too.
Yeah, he got who he said was the shooter in there too. That's a good ass documentary though.
I remember you said that was good. I don't know if I
That
ever
shit,
see. I don't remember if I watched it or not.
because he talks about the three or four theories of who killed
Hmm.
Pac and why that he debunks them, and then he gives what happened, and then he gives the two or
Mm.
three theories for Big, and he debunks them and tells you what happened. Well, I mean, from his perspective, I'm saying.
Yeah, I
And
did
he's
see
got
that.
those
I think I
KVD
did.
tapes from like '06, '07, where he kind of gave his testimony to get out of another case, and nobody had heard them at the time. That was new information when this murder rap came out. So
Okay,
it's a
got you.
good documentary, man, if you into that shit.
Yeah, I'll check that out. If I don't know, I can't remember if I've seen that or not. All right, man. Before we get these wins and these losses and get up out of here with our own deck in the week, and I put on AB Will Smith was somewhere talking, and he said that Prince
Yeah,
wanted to start an entertainment company with him and Jay-Z, and then died hours later.
yeah.
And also, Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, but that's a whole nother story. AB, what do you say to Will Smith's claim?
Prince died in 2016. Jay-Z was Jay-Z in 2016, and Will Smith has
Yeah,
been Will Smith for a minute.
yeah.
Who knew that they even knew each other existed, though? First off, that's number. When have you ever seen Prince, Jay-Z, and Will Smith in the room together?
That's a crazy room right there.
I ain't gonna lie, that room, that's a heavy room right there. But and that's not to say because a lot of shit be happening and we don't be knowing about it. Like I get it.
Hmm.
And I'm not even saying on no wild shit. I'm just saying like people be knowing motherfuckers. Like when you hit a certain status, those three are at a certain status where you could reasonably see
Yeah.
them doing business together. But what you don't see is three people of that status doing business together. Like, yes, they're in the same room, but what entertainment company, what company period has three icons
Mm.
at that status, worldwide famous household name motherfuckers at that level doing
I,
one business deal? Somebody fill me in because I can't think of none off the dome.
I don't know now, AB. As you was talking, I did remember. You
Okay.
remember Prince? Prince people was fucking with Hove because they had business dealings. Remember, Prince catalogs wasn't on no streaming services till
Right.
Tidal came,
Oh, that's true.
and they
That's
was
true.
fucking with him. And Jay was saying shit about Prince. He got some bars about it too. Now that I'm
That's
thinking
true.
about it, with the Prince estate. So I mean, it's possible. I just
Yeah.
wonder what motivated Will Smith to come out and say this.
But Prince's estate sued Jay-Z over title, over streaming rights, though.
Yeah, and I think that he was fucking with Prince and
Oh,
went
okay.
ahead and
Okay.
did it
Okay.
off Prince word, and the estate wasn't privy to it, and that's why they sued.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Gotcha.
if I remember it correctly. So I do remember like something going on with Prince and Jay Z as far as them doing some business deals. So maybe they telling the truth. But I wonder what motivated Will Smith to say this.
Yeah, I watched
Like,
the
what was
clip,
he
but
at
I
talking about
can't
this?
remember what was the question that led up to it. But I don't know if he was insinuating that like there was some foul play because he said literally
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 hours later he was gone,
Mm.
and I
Will
was
Smith
like,
dramatic too.
yeah,
We know,
that's
we
true.
know
That's true. He
he's a
he, he pulled
dramatic
on
too.
sauce. He
We
put the
know he's
A1
dramatic.
sauce on that.
Oh, he probably slowed down hours later. He died, man.
He put the National Geographic voice on nigga when he was telling that story. Dude,
Shit, that's funny.
that's
Yeah, so
crazy though.
maybe not. Who knows?
But
We'll be
remember that Irv and Suge
Jay
and
Prince and
Jay Prince
Suge.
was supposed to do something, and you know what I mean that, but that actually was about to happen.
And
Like
what happened? Suge got locked up,
the feds came through, they scooped up Irv.
and Suge got locked up too. Didn't he? That was around the time he got that murder case, no?
It might
Or that
have
was a
been
little bit earlier
not
than
this
that.
latest murder. Nah, not this latest one. I think he
Yeah.
might have had like violated parole or something like that.
Hmm.
But they
Hmm.
definitely came and got Irv though. He
Yeah.
beat the case
Yeah.
infamously.
Facts.
Who knows? That'd have been a crazy ass situation though. God,
Facts.
damn. You usually don't see people collab like that, three A-listers, but who knows? Maybe one day. Before we get to these wins and losses, we want to give an update on a story from late last year. If you've been rocking with us for a couple of months, then you heard us report on a female artist out of the Bay Area named Tan the God. Just a quick refresher: she was at the opening of a beauty salon, so she was set to perform there, and there was a shooting. She ends up dying, and fans and blogs and everybody was reporting that it was related to an ex-boyfriend that she had allegedly killed. Allegedly, the story went that she had an ex-boyfriend and that she was taunting him with her album rollout, smoking on my ex pack. She would do interviews with the Tombstone, the whole nine. So people said that that was in retaliation. We came on the show and, based on that information, rightly gave an assessment that that was an idiotic move if that was the play. Well, it turns out That is not actually why she was killed. She was killed
Mm,
because new information has come out. She actually, that story about my ex, smoking on my ex, that was some hip hop metaphorical shit. She didn't have an ex. She's had a boyfriend this
mm,
entire time. And
mm.
she was with her boyfriend at the salon and he got into it with the dude. She pulled her gun out, shot at the two dudes, and they shot back and killed her. So that's
Holy shit.
exactly. So that's actually what happened. People read a story about a girl killing her ex in self-defense in Oakland a few years earlier, and they put her name to it, but that wasn't actually her. So
Damn, that's
we had
crazy.
some
Glad we
words
got
for
to clear
that,
that up.
so we wanted to get on here and clear that up.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to clear that up. Your girl pulling the strap out and getting killed behind that was crazy to me. Like, damn,
Shot twice first.
these hoes out. These chicks is outside nowadays.
Yeah,
Goodness
that's
gracious
different.
alive.
That's different.
Sheesh. Shout out
So
to the Bay Area, man.
now Bay
Damn,
Area is Oakland is
it's
interesting right
different.
now
Well,
to
Two
say the
Chains
least.
got robbed, man.
I thought it was San
That was a long
Francisco.
time
Well,
ago.
I mean,
That's what the San Francisco 49ers in that little area. So
yeah.
yeah, that's the receiver for the 49ers, Pearsall. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
true. Yeah. That's crazy.
Thoughts and prayers to them, man. That's crazy.
But condolences though. Look, wins or losses, keeping it bay, too short. He is narrating a new movie named after his hit record, Freaky Tales. Have you seen the trailer for this?
I ain't seen the trailer. I know your boy Pascal in it. Dude
Yeah,
from The
Simba's
Last
in
of
it
Us.
too. Simba's playing too short.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What do Simba even? How Simba playing too short? Is what Simba from out there?
Yeah. He's from the
Oh,
Bay.
okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer for this. This song, I remember ordering this from Clearinghouse, and like just because of the CD cover, I was like, gotta have
Oh, Columbia House.
that with Columbia House.
Yeah.
And I remember this song, so I thought this was cool. Too Short was one of my favorite rappers coming up, so
I
it's
don't
an
believe that.
amazing facts, nigga. That Getting It album, it's a
Oh, now that
classic.
getting it was the shit though.
Yeah, and I was back on when I'm a play. You always see you wasn't outside when I'm a player. I'm a player, and I'm playing just to play. That was number one on top 99 for a month, nigga.
Never heard that in
Look
my
that
life.
song up. You've never heard I'm a player.
Not your rendition. I don't know what that
Once you
was.
once you once you pull it up on streaming, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think
Hmm.
this is a win. What say you?
Let me tell you the next time I'm gonna pull up anything too short on streaming sites. First off.
You know, you got Too
Second,
Short fucked up.
legend in the
Too
game,
Short
too
fucked.
short. Shout out to him. I'm good in the neighborhood. I'm also good on this movie. It did not look like a good. The trailer was some slaw. I don't know what was going on. Some
Really?
fantasy, sci-fi, black science fiction. I don't know what the fuck this was.
I thought it was on some this description read like on some crash type shit. Like
Yeah,
these
with the
four
lives
lives
interchanging and
on
stuff.
interchange and stuff like that. I don't watch trailers no more because they give too much away nowadays.
That which
Like
is
I
fair. I'm not mad at that.
yeah.
But yeah, I saw that
But you,
description, but the trailer doesn't speak to that at all, and this shit look weird. And I'm good. I'm
mm,
gonna need somebody to recommend that.
oh man.
Next up, man, wins or so that's an L because the movie looks slaw.
Mm.
Win or loss, your man T Pain is the latest artist to sell his publishing rights. Harbor View Equity Partners bought his publishing catalog and a couple of master rights from T Pain for an undisclosed
Oh,
amount. But for the
I gotta
record,
know.
he's had a 20-year run. He's got 6 Grammys. He's got 10 top 100 charting singles and has sold over 50 million singles.
I need to know the number
I
before
do
I can
too.
put it on this.
I swear I need to know.
And I need to know that number because T Pain got some heat.
Nah, he got
He
big
got
dog records.
movie, commercial, all that like music, like that shit. I feel like you could have hired a company to work these for you and made more money than you would have from selling the publishing. So I need to know the number. I need like that's the only way I can give it. Like not knowing the number, I'm gonna say it's an L because there's a route that he can take. He got very easy songs that he could place. And
Yeah,
again,
easy.
there are people that will do that for you, and you just need to pay them a little bit. I'm wondering would I don't know. It may not be worth the hassle for him, but I don't. I think this is a L.
This is a W. Future sold his in 2022. It was reportedly up to about 75 million. T Pain's got to be more than his. It's
T Pain
got to
got a
be.
bigger deal than Future.
Yes, yes. His records are
Might be
bigger.
the same. It might be the same.
Crazy as hell. Bro,
T-Pain
nigga
ain't got
not
no
getting no
March
bag
Madness.
for Tony Montana, dude. You not finna compare Tony Montana to buy me a fucking drink, dude. Like,
T-Pain
stop.
ain't got no he ain't got no March Madness though. So
Man, that's getting. When are you hearing March Madness on a fucking Head and Shoulders commercial? Never.
oh, they the NCAA need to buy it. That'll be fire from the
That'll be
March
hard.
whatchamacallit.
They need to do. They really need that
Uh
every year on the low.
that'll
That'll
be
be hard.
fire. If I was future, I get this shit done. But yeah, I mean, so you said at least 75 million or
Yeah, I think
more
he
than
cleared
75?
future shit.
Would you say 100?
I can see 100. I could.
One would you go 120?
I go 120.
How far are you going?
I'm topping out at 150.
And
I'm topping out at buck 50.
that's a deal.
Slick
That's a deal.
on the
That's
low. Shit.
T-Pain, holler at us, man. Tell us what they gave you, bro. We ain't gonna let nobody know.
We'll keep it between us, man.
Facts.
Last win or loss, the Wu-Tang Clan, your
Mm,
mans, they
mm.
announced their last album dropping in April and their final tour to coincide with it, along with Run the Jewels. Are you here for the Wu-Tang final tour with Run the Jewels?
If there's ever a concert where no bitches is gonna be there, bro, let me tell you, like, it ain't gonna be no bitches in there, nigga. Like, hey, and if she in there, like, hey, shout out to her, bro. But God, I guess this is a W, man, because it's good. But for the people that this shit is for, like, I know niggas that like Run the Jewels and they Wu Tang fans, like, they gonna be in their front row. But yeah, if you go in there to have a good time, bro, it better be because of the music and that's it. Like, it ain't all hard angles in that motherfucker. This is a loss for me.
Man, listen, man, it is Tim Boot Central in that motherfucker, dude. A sausage fest of all sausage fests. I'm super good. You couldn't pay me to go.
Definitely
I,
not.
I can only
Like,
imagine the show. Salute to them. If you're a Wu-Tang fan, this is great though. I
yeah.
don't know the last time they toured, but this it's hella dates on here. So if this is the final one, they're gonna be in a city near you. So I'm here for anybody getting to see an act that they want to see, man. And I'm here for a real farewell tour, not the pump fake joint where they come back in 3 years. That shit is I hate when people do
Mm,
that.
facts.
So yeah, I ain't mad at that. I guess Run the Jewels makes sense with them. I wouldn't know. I don't listen
Yeah,
to neither one.
that's a good show though. Like if that show bad right there, that's a good show. Because 9 times out of 10, if you fuck with Run the Juice, you fuck with Wu Tang. So
That
I think
means
that's a
that
hell of
must
a
mean
show.
9 times out of 10, if you don't fuck with one, you don't fuck with the
Yeah, that's
other.
the same, the exact same. Because I do not. I tried Run the Jewels once.
Yeah, I got out of
It's
there.
not the Killer Mike that I'm like. I'm here for Michael, not that Killer Mike.
Yeah,
And that's
respectfully, I'm
fine.
good.
That's fine.
Let us know, man. Will y'all be attending that Wu Tang tour when it
No,
comes
no,
to the city near you?
no.
Y'all be on the lookout for them dates.
I almost can't think of a concert that I would much like less rather see.
Probably some young
Like
nigga
it,
shit.
oh, yo, you're right.
Yeah, I ain't going no young nigga shit.
You're right. I ain't going to Raw Wave concerts.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on any like what's any one of
NBA Young Boy.
Lil Durk, all that. Y'all got that. I ain't going none of that shit. Let's go to On Decker of the Week, man. Shout out to Tony Robinson 4974. He said his Southern starting five: Big X the
Mm.
plug, Future, Don Tripp, Starlito, and Glorilla.
Mm. Ooh, we forgot John Tripp. He been going
He
in
went
lately.
crazy last 2 years.
Yeah, he been going in. That's a good one. That Don Tripp is a good one.
And his reserves: Metro, 21 Savage, J. Cole, Key Glock, and Killer Mike. That's a squad though. No Gunner is
Interesting. That's a squad
disrespectful,
right
but
there.
that's a squad though.
That is a squad right now. I ain't mad at that at all.
Um, okay. He also had some comments about the Drake and Party. Drake and Party should have called the album Melatonin Dreams and NyQuil Showers because I was dozing off listening to this shit. If they make a sequel, it should be called Benadryl Martini. Come on,
Those are good.
you got to be in
All
the
three
right
of those.
setting, guys. These are vibes.
These are not
These are
vibes.
no, these are
These
vibes.
are actually not vibes.
Tony Robinson gonna
This
be
is
at the he gonna be at the Wu Tang show. I bet Tony, are you going to the Wu Tang show, fam?
that's funny as hell. Oh
Uh,
shit.
Next up, shout out to Code Chillin' 661. I wouldn't be shocked to find if 50 was working with the police. He runs his mouth way too
Oh,
much,
y'all stop
probably
it.
because he's protected. Thank you. You wouldn't be
You think
surprised either, dude. Like, stop acting like I promise you wouldn't. You wouldn't be
I don't.
surprised, bro.
There's no reason that 50 Cent would work with the police. Y'all don't even have a premise for saying this. Y'all think that 50 Cent just willingly is working for the police just cause? I
No,
mean, y'all
there's
talking.
always
He
a
don't got no
reason. I don't have
cases.
to know the reason. I'm just telling you
He
the
don't
way he
got
be
no
moving.
cases or nothing. Oh, bro,
He's doing police
he's just
work.
an 50 Cent is an asshole. That's it. That's the extent of it, bro. We never seen an asshole like this, bro. He wouldn't he's just an asshole, bro. Like I don't know what else to say. It ain't police level asshole, but he's an asshole.
Yeah. He continued. People hating on this Drake album. I'm enjoying it. I agree
No.
with AB. He should have name dropped Kendrick's wife on Nokia. I was
Oh my
expecting that
God.
when I heard the track. Thank you. Ring
Tell
another one
you.
up for your boy.
I tell you who
Uh,
won't be at the Wu Tang and Run the Jewel show, and it's that guy. He definitely not going.
last one though, real quick. Attitude Pop LLL 2292. Bro with the blue hoodie is so biased, always hating. This ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick, but always got to talk about bro. But give me a hug, Nokia and deeper. Maybe two other songs were good. The rest was mid out of 21. Who had the blue hoodie on? That was you hating? Was you the normal hater in this one?
I don't wear hoodies, so I ain't having no hoodie on.
I don't
I
wear
think that was
hoodies. It's
Nick.
crazy.
Then I'm listening
Uh,
to a book that break down like I just gonna use my foot on, but he had a good he like a men's health writer, and he was talking about the hoodie. But I do wear hoodies. I was just fucking around. I didn't have one on for that show. That was Nick. But when I did do the put on, if you listen to this, his little thing about hoodies was fire.
what's
He'll
the put
well
on? Let's
out
move
well.
on to it.
My put on this week is shout out to my guy Dro. He was telling me about this book. Kept asking me, so I knew it had to be fire. It's The Man the Moment Demands. I started it today. Got through the first couple of chapters, and man, is it good. It's by Jason William, and again, it's called The Man the Moment Demands. And if you just look into it, ain't like really self-help and nothing like that. He's just breaking shit down from a black man's perspective, giving you some ammo on like your emotions and why you may feel certain ways and masculinity and like just all stuff that you should be armed with at knowing just being a black man in America. It's really good so far. How much I'm about 2 chapters in, and I
Okay.
can't wait to like pick it back up. So as far as The Man the Moment Demands.
All right. I ain't mad at that at all. I'm going light, going TV show. White Lotus is back up and popping. Make sure y'all tap in. I was
Mm-hmm.
talking to Bird, shout out to the homie, and I was like, bro, you fuck with that White Lotus, that new shit? He was like, what's that? Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, people still ain't slept. People still sleeping on that.
I said, huh?
It's some people that just found out about it this season because HBO been pumping the shit out of it. But yeah, that's damn near must see.
Yeah, what? If y'all ain't on this what? Hey, come on, we
Yeah,
on season 3. What we talking about, man? Go catch
facts.
up on
And
that.
it's
And
an
he ran them
easy
all through the week. He
watch.
ran season 1 and 2 through the weekend.
Easy. He fucked with him too.
Yeah, now of course.
Easy watch, nigga. Easy watch. And if y'all watch it and want to hear a review on it, we are reviewing season 1. We're gonna review season 1, season 2, and the latest season over at the Frames Per Second podcast. So AB, if you want to pull up, I'll see. It's up to you. I'll ask the guys. And yeah, if y'all want to hear a review for White Lotus after you watch it, you can pull up Frames Per Second podcast.
Absolutely, man. Make sure y'all tap into both of those with the accompanying content to go with it. Anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, that's it, B. We always appreciate y'all checking in. Be great this week.
Absolutely, man. Till the next time, we out.